Hi guys. So I'm trying to get this all knocked out tonight because I've been so busy doing everything. I haven't been able to get everything knocked out the way I want to. So this what I'm talking about is words. And you may say, what is Connie talking about words? Words are powerful. Let's be a little bit cliche. Let's take you back to Nazi Germany. How do you think Hitler got all those people to be bad? How do you think Hitler got an entire nation to turn into serial killers? And that's exactly what he did. How do you think Martin Luther King was able to, invigorize or motivate an entire black nation? How do you think, anything ever been accomplished? It all starts with words. And that's why you have to be careful at the words you allow inside of here, and you have to be careful with the words you allow around you. I did a test to myself when I wrote a book. I read a book, and it's called The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. Very old book. You can get it on Amazon, $9, $10. And there was a section that says, how many times do you tell yourself, I am going to be successful? I am successful. How many times do you say, I am? And following that is something strong and positive. How many times do you hear your voice saying something positive about yourself? And I was ashamed to say I didn't change my habits. I got a pen and paper, got a little pen and paper, and I actually said, you know what? I'm going to spend the time. I actually said, I'm going to take the time to, jot down when I said positive things, and then jot down when I said negative things. Sometimes I didn't have a pen, sometimes I had my cell phone, and I could not believe how many times I was negative. If somebody gave me a compliment, oh, you should see me without makeup. Or if somebody said, I love your hair, oh, it's not mine. For some reason, I was uncomfortable with positive affirmations. I was uncomfortable. And a lot of us are like this. You may not be extreme as I am, but especially if you're a female, I'm not saying guys, not, but especially if you're a female, you're very susceptible to this, because if you're seen as embracing, your beauty or your intelligence or your success, you could be seen as a bitch, conceited, stuck up, which are all very feminized words. So women are more susceptible and vulnerable to this because you don't have that empowerment to think highly of yourself. So you got to be careful with the I am. That's what the root of the confidence. There's actually a video on YouTube that talks about the power of I am, and I watched it, and it's so true. So if you're watching this video, say it, and when you get up in the morning, whatever you want to do, I am successful. I am successful. And the reason you don't say I will be, because you're not claiming it. When you say I am, it becomes reality. And that pulls in the positive energy towards you. You say what you want. You claim it. You own it. You say it. And you believe it. And you have to hear good things. I am beautiful. I am rich. I'm intelligent. You have to hear those things. Why are we uncomfortable saying that? I noticed that whenever we support someone unanimously, when we support people, I notice we like to go for the underdog. And people say, yeah, well, that's actually not the best thing, because we don't like to go for the person that challenges our self-worth. We don't like to go for the person that challenges how we see ourselves. The underdog makes us feel comfortable. I'm not saying you can't support the losing person. That's not it. But there's a human trait that likes to go for the weaker person. And we say, oh, because they're weak and we want to help them. And oh, because, they're not feeling so good. No, we like to go for someone weaker than us because we don't see them as competition. We don't see them as someone that can ever challenge us. Or we don't see them as someone that makes us question who we are and what we think. So that's the most important thing I can tell you. The power of I am. Be careful and don't let anyone fuck with your I am. What do I mean? Oh, Connie is stupid, or Connie is weak, or Connie is broke. You cut that person off and say, I reject that. I am not. And then you affirm, I am so and so. So let's just say someone says, Connie is the worst driver. She can't drive. Right away, I'm going to say, nope. I reject that. That's not my reality. That's not how I see myself. I am the best fucking driver. And you have to do that because subconsciously your mind is running. So even if you don't believe it on the surface, these negative things get absorbed into your subconsciousness. And it starts before you even learn to talk. It starts before you even learn to breathe. If you don't believe me, pause this video, okay? And Google on YouTube or whatever, the search on YouTube, doll test. And in the doll test, they had two dolls, one black one, one white one. Forget about the white kids. You know, of course, the white kids, all the black dolls were bad, ugly. I'm not even concerned with the white kids. Look what happened with the black kids. And I'm not talking about big kids. If you pause the video, it's called doll test, DOLLTEST. And it should be the first one in the search on YouTube. And the black kids, and I'm talking about kids, they're probably in the 3rd grade, 4th grade, the most. 5th grade, I'm pushing it. But these were little babies. And all the black kids knew right away the black doll was bad and the black doll was ugly and the black doll was dumb, and they didn't hesitate, and they were able to say why the white doll was good. At this point, it's not even about racism. Where did they learn these negative forces from? And like I said before, you absorb these things subconsciously. Where did you learn that from? Think about it. Black parents or white parents, hopefully, don't tell somebody in 3rd or 2nd grade that black is ugly and black is dumb and black is stupid. And if you watch the video, these kids, so heartbreaking, were continuously picking out that the black doll was bad. And almost every race, whether it was Hispanic or black or white, consistently, overwhelmingly picked the black doll without hesitation. Some even gave answers. So what am I talking about? How do those kids get that thinking? And it's because subconsciously, that stuff is floating around. They may have heard it indirectly through music. They may have heard it indirectly through TV, or just, you know, when they watch a cartoon, the fairy tale princess is always Caucasian. And when they see negative images on TV, on the news, people doing bad may always appear to be black people. So these kids already are absorbing a strong consciousness. And that's why it's so important to not allow anybody to mess with your I am. Because even if that person's saying it indirectly, even if that person doesn't mean it, even if that person's just saying it figuratively, you have to protect your subconsciousness. You have to protect who you are and protect your I am. And the way you do that is by using positive affirmations. Write a list before you go to bed. I am successful. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am in love. I have the best relationship. I have a dream husband. I. You have to put that out there. If you're not used to hearing yourself following those words, you never will be. There's no one who's ever been successful who's actually managed to skip that part of positive affirmations. You have to believe. I remember reading an article about Obama, and he said the reason he picked that slogan, "Yes, we can," is because when he first started, he didn't believe he could. And the more he said, yes, we can, it was actually a way of using positive affirmations for himself. And then it became positive affirmations for the crowd. Yes, we can. Hope. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. So that's what I want to say. Protect your I am. Positive affirmations in the morning. Positive affirmations before you go to bed. If you don't have time, which is sad because that means you got to do it more, but you can do positive affirmations in the shower. Take your shower. Close your eyes. Concentrate. I am whatever you want to be. But don't allow anyone to attach your